it looks great. They've got plenty of team fight, plenty of damage. They're not
Has
really
more uptime with Dedusa. Like, you don't necessarily need the Stone Gaze.
to get a nice shards out. And with the Earth Spike, they might have enough control to get another stun out from Moon. And with that, they'll give the first blood over to the Leshrac. Another great start side of SMG. Like, giving that first
fire to prevent Mid-One from applying his harassment with his right clicks, clearing out the creep wave. He's playing really nicely with the Mystic Snake. This does allow you more aggression with Dragon Tail plus Inkswell, but you're not really seeing out, although Tim's chasing Raji.
And he is, Raji being caught out. Nice Earth Spike though, and Mid-One going to be around to help out as Raji does go for a nice salve up, and Tim's is trapped between the creep wave and the trees and does end up going down. Very nice set up there from Raji, and it costs him a salve, but in the end, who the hell cares? He's going to be just fine.
Trying to give SMG too much to play with, so there's a lot of choices Armel's going to have to make. At the least, he's slightly ahead of that Leshrac right now. 34-5 up against 26-1. So you've got that early farm advantage on hand, and that does mean that Moon's not going to look for that early push opportunity just yet.
Bottom lane, Earth Spike is out. A Bok. That DK, and now with the shards and the tag team, it might just be enough to get through Bok's HP pool as the snowball. Gonna be there to follow up, but he's a very tanky DK, and we'll be able to back off as now Armel make the rotation in. He only got one with the Dream Coil, but it will give him a kill. And immediately he's back off to the mid lane.
Especially in comparison to the DK, that once you start losing these towers, TNC's map shrinks a lot more, and it expands for SMG. You get more space for Mid-One to feel safe, you get more flash farm for Dedusa to hit those item spikes, and TNC's just in a really awkward position right now.
Ball does connect, but Arthur now wants to back off as Gabby. He's on the high ground with the meta, just ready to go. Mel will take another nice kill on the puck, second kill of the game for him. That top tier 1 tower, probably not going to be so lucky.
SMG, they really wanted that kill. Gabby's still kind of given a lot of space here, all things considered, but they'll be able to find that top tier 1. Still, Armel's here.
Coil out, Armel. He's got a massive target there as Bok. They try and help out with the Dragon Tail, and that should be enough to lock him down and get the damage out. SMG, they thought about jumping in, but there's not really much they could have done. And they're hitting creeps. He's fine.
It's a lot more of a passive build, so he can't be as aggressive, but that doesn't matter when it means that SMG's own moves are not really panning out. TNC, knowing Rupture is down, they've got a bit of a spell advantage there, and they're going to look for a smoke play here.
Yeah, Armel going to move on to the high ground. They'd love to find Mid-One, and that's exactly who they do get as the Inkswell does come in with the Psalms and with no mana shield. He will get blown up. Great setup there from the side of TN.
Moon only really has a Hood of Defiance to protect. No Yule's up. Doesn't look like he's rushing it as well. So all of that damage flying through could be a bit of an issue for Moon down the line if he's caught off guard.
It certainly could. He's top of the net worth board here, Moon, so still having a great old time on the Leshrac. He said he's got the Sanj on the way very, very soon. As seems like SMG, they're more than comfortable to play the farm game here with TNC. No real pressure being applied, although I say that top lane, they're going to find Arfu. TNC, they'll get another kill.
Line up to, though, is that I feel like a Terrorblade with equal amounts of farm with Dedusa, at least at this point in the game, is going to have a bit more impact. It's just down to the fact that Metamorphosis is a lot stronger earlier on. The damage boost is huge. Dedusa needs so many more items to really hit that stride. And I think as long as TNC understands that, the pressures would have to be good, although their smoke broke.
Well, KP's in trouble though. He'll tie it to Armel. He'll get the Rupture Rapper, it won't matter. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, they have started up a team fight as Bok is being focused down and eventually may go down. We'll be able to get him. He tries to ignore that. Except there should be more than enough as top lane. KP gonna get caught out with the Dragon Tail, and with the Inkswell follow-up, it'll be more than enough. Gonna take him down, and Gabby just a couple gold ahead of Mid-One, but they are kind of just going back and forth on top of that net worth board. A very, very close game 3, and of course for either side, you don't really want to have to get knocked to the lower bracket in the first round of the playoffs, but that's unfortunately how it's going to be, is now they found Phil.
Stay uncontested. Stable farm for the Terrorblade coming through. Recovery coming out for Bach. Been highly effective with his Blink. BKB's up next as well for the DK. Armel's been allowed to finish up his travels in Blink. So the puck's a lot more mobile as well, and he's jumping in.
Armel, he's right in. Rogi gonna die immediately as Arfu goes for the Walrus Punch, but the orb out from Armel. It's gonna mean they can't quite catch him. Up through that dire jungle, just trying to wrap around back into that mid lane, but who are they going to find? Bok is showing, but Armel is the much bigger target if they can catch him. Bok, he might prove to be a little bit too tanky. In fact, now he jumps in, looks for a Dragon Tail. They'll get the Hex out into the Walrus Punch. Sunray is keeping him alive, but he's been ruptured up. He cannot run, but doesn't matter. They found Arfu for the sake of the DK, and now Moon goes down as well. AP, he's going to try and run, but it looks like he is set to die and does. Umi with that Sunray, just it felt like he kept Bok.
This is just perfect coming out from TNC. There are no ways for SMG to real fail to mid one.
Straight runs in. Manly trying to play here from mid one. The Rupture be quite impactful as now SMG. They're gonna be the ones to go into the Roshan pit. He's still roughly half HP in mid one. He'll get started. TNC, they should be aware that this is happening. They did have vision. But how are they going to try and fight this? With the Sunray and the Reflection, that'll force them out of the pit. But they're going right back in. Mid one, he wants to fight. Back team up. Arfu going to get started. Umi going to be forced back. Dragon Tail is out. Moon, he went too far. Snowball, though, is going to save Arfu. Will buy some time. There's your Stone Gaze out as well. They're right in. Onto the DK. Bok is dropping quite low and will die. A great start to the fight. SMG are back in the Roshan. Meanwhile, Armel, though, does end up killing off KB, but he does die for the first time this game as TNC. They are still trying to fight this one out. Moon, he'll hold them back though, along with Arthur's mid one. He'll get the Roshan done, and now Gabby, he'll go for a Sunder, but he is really just stuck between all the side of SMG. He's going to go down. A bit of a panic Roshan attempt from TNC, and really just does not work out in their favor.
They weren't ready for that fight.
Moon's still going. He wants Tim's on the Grimstroke. He won't be able to keep up with him though, so Tim's is going to be alright, but they'll get the mid-tier 1 tower and it's going to break the smoke, and Roger, he's got him with the Hex out on the Walrus Punch. They lock him down, and Bok, he's got no help around him, so he's just kind of forced to die. Moon on the left rack. SMG, they're starting to look like they're in control of this game number 3. Get to work into that top tier 3 tower and play the split push game here for TNC. You do still have the Puck, who's one of the better split pushers in the game. Moon, a run right into Gabby. They'll be able to potentially find a killer as Moon is going to try and fight this one out, but the silence there and the Dream could have locked him down. There wasn't much he could have done. Rest of TNC trying to find a...
Grimstroke's kind of positioning himself of what he uses that Dark Portrait of. A Soulbind Dark Portrait would be really annoying. So look at that. Tim's just microing, cutting off the creep wave, preventing any push opportunities, clearing out the creep wave by himself. It's fun. Beautiful. Great hero.
Looks balanced. Very balanced. TNC. Look up, Arfu gonna run right into him, just breaking the smoke, but Armel gonna move forward with a nice stream call, catching out Moon. Now, are they gonna go after the left track? They'll try to focus in onto mid one, but mid one, he's gonna be just fine. Instead, they'll commit the egg, they'll continue the fight onto Arfu. See, we'll go down to the tusk, but now the buyback's there. Arfu, he wants to come back in and try and stop this team fight again as mid one. He'll go onto Bok, they'll find the Dragon Knight, and they'll take down the DK. So Armel, he's back in on the backside. He does kill off the Lash. Arfu, aim down Tim's. Gabby, we're trying to get to work with the X's out. They've got the Earth Spike as well, and they might just have enough control to take down this TB, or do they? He still has the Sunder. He'll get it off. He'll turn back around. It'll be a tieback on Arfu. Now mid one. He needs to get out of there. Armel even finding Roddy in the backside. They do get the Medusa away. TNC. SMG, play it safe. They'll back out of it.
That's a good call. They don't really have the best vision to take the Roche right now. No forward wards, the spot where TNC is. And TNC, well, they're under a smoke right now. They could look to play into that high ground here.
Will mid one. He does not want to be caught like this with the Sunray and the Dragon Tail right on top. Still, he got the Stone Gaze off in time, so he can try to back off. And now the Soulbind locking him down. And look at the damage output.
Oh
Gabby
my
just
God.
rips him to shreds. Onto the Bloodseeker KP. He's gone. Armel's got the backside. He'll kill off Rogi. And now Moon. He's going to try and run, but he has been left all by himself. He'll get him. Oh, what kind of damage was that from Gabby?
Daedalus, man. It's the itemization compared to Dedusa. Dedusa going for that risk. They managed to get the initiation they want. I think they kind of focused on Armel on the low ground, but they didn't expect everyone else to swing in from that southern ramp, and it just kind of cost them. High ground under siege, Aegis cheese, 3 ag shard up. It's really scary to fight into this. They don't even have the Stone Gaze just yet, although it should be up by the time the respawn's there. But these objectives will not hold for too long. They won't get mega creeps up, as the tier 2 top is still standing. But 2 lanes of racks down, it's going to be a bit more annoying for SMG to keep these waves shoved out.
Rax is down now for SMG as the second does get taken by Gabby as we speak. Icarus Dive gonna find out Arthur. Dream Pearl's there. They want to just take the Tusk out of the team fight immediately, and they do break the coil. The Ingswell right behind by Bok. Take him out. Arthur down with that buyback again. TNC. Secondary Rax, Gabby. Has the Aegis, but there's your Soulbind out. In fact, they might just try and turn around and fight this. Rogi's already gone down. Now the Sun's around mid one.
Oh no.
He's dead without buyback.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's a disaster here, John.
This is going to be
TNC.
really hard.
They're going under the tier 4s now. Rogi, he's trying to get something done with the finger out. They're going after Armel, but he is still alive. He'll get the phase shift off with the orb down the low ground of Moon. He will secure the kill, but doesn't matter. They are getting completely wiped, and they call the GG. TNC. They just turn right back around and take game 3 off the side of SMG.
Yeah, it looked really even for a long time, but as we were talking